ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Brian Peters with you with this Weather Extreme video for Sunday, November the 16th. And first off, I want to thank everyone for coming out to Storm Alert Extreme yesterday. We had a great time. Lots of folks showed up. And a special thanks to everybody for sticking around at lunchtime and helping us get that promo shot. Going to look forward to seeing that on the air. This morning, we're dealing with a few clouds, as we can see them in the Jasper Skycam this morning. And those clouds primarily over the northern part of the state, because when you get down to Demopolis, this view over the river certainly shows no clouds. But the clouds are visible at Birmingham with a few breaks there. Here's the satellite image with the surface patterns overlaid on it. High pressure off to our west, and you can see those clouds. We'll take a closer look at those in just a minute. With the front that brought us the rain, long gone now and off the east coast, and the storm system, no precipitation really of much significance going on. The trough at 500 millibars is easing through today, and that will continue keeping us with a northwesterly flow, so we're going to stay pretty dry for the next 7 days. And here's the radar map very quickly showing you very little precipitation, just a little bit over New England, and don't see the radar that dry too often. Temperatures a bit nippy with the freezing, or the 30-degree line at least, coming all the way down into Arkansas this morning. And across central Alabama, we're generally in the mid and upper 30s, as we can see from all the airport observations, with a good surface northwesterly flow. And that's probably helping to keep temperatures up just a little bit, mixing the atmosphere just a bit, because you notice those dew points are pretty dry. On the satellite image, a little closer view, you can see the striations of the surface flow in the Gulf and then the clouds over north central Alabama. But I think we're going to see a good deal of sunshine today. And the QPF map pretty much tells it for the next 7 days. Storm Prediction Center not looking for anything of any significance, and the National Hurricane Center not looking at anything in the tropics at this time. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. Here's the 500 millibar forecast for tomorrow. I'm sorry, for this afternoon. For this afternoon, Sunday, at about noontime. And there's our main trough is digging off of New England. The trough you see on Monday stays with us, and you can see there's a little vorticity center there on the western Great Lakes, and that's going to help to bring a reinforcing shot of cool air and dry air. And that's going to mean, I think, our GFS MOS forecasts are not too good because they're having a little trouble with that dry air. The dry air comes in on Tuesday, and you can see the trough just sharpens up just a little bit. And then on Wednesday, the trough manages to move out into the Atlantic. And then on Thursday, we're still in a northwesterly flow. But below that, we have high pressure. And you can see by the thickness lines with the 540 line, just as a kind of a marker, up over Virginia and Ohio. So a long way from here. But we're still going to be dry and relatively cool, I think, with temperatures running a little below what we would expect this time of year. On Friday, we see another little piece of energy coming through the flow, but it's pretty far north, and I'm afraid that things are going to stay dry. And then by Saturday, we come under a bit of a ridge, and of course that does keep us dry with a large high pressure centered over the eastern Ohio River Valley. And that goes on into Sunday as the high settles over the Carolinas. So the forecast is just plain dry. But notice on this last map, we're also beginning to show the possibility of some moisture returning. And we are getting on the edge of voodoo country here, but that combined with the next system at 500 millibars, and that may mean that we see a little bit of unsettled weather toward the first of next week. Now, let's really get out into voodoo, and GFS is now flip-flopped. Yesterday, it seemed like it was fairly benign, but now it's gotten active. On the 26th, here's a nice trough, and that produces a surface low over the southeastern U.S., in the vicinity, looks like about Tupelo and Columbus. And then on Saturday, another one is coming through the flow, that producing another surface low in our area. And then finally, at the end of the period, on the 1st of December, we see another trough. So the GFS is flipped now to a rather active pattern for the second week of the forecast period. But remember, that's voodoo, so we'll see how that all